8th standard SST class. Yes, I finish your first lesson, that is source. Yes, source means the source of history. There are two types of sources. Yes, the archaeological sources and the literary sources. I think you have completed the notes. Yes, got the notes and understood the notes. Yes, okay. Now let us switch on to the second lesson. Second lesson, it is about the history of India. Yes. Now we talked in general about history in the first lesson. Now in the second lesson, let us talk about the history of India. Yes, India. Geographical features and the prehistory India. In this lesson, we are talking about the geographical features. How is our India geographically? Where are the mountains? Where are the seas? Where are the plateaus? Where are the plains? This description is given in this lesson. And also, he is talking about the prehistory, means before history, what happened, and how the people led their life. What was the age called of that period? That period, what was it called? Let us study this lesson. Now, the geographical features here and the prehistory India. The geographical environment has influenced every country and the people in the world. There is an intimate relation between the human life and environment. Hence, it is necessary to learn about the geographical environment in order to know about the human history. So, India is a subcontinent occupying a huge area in the southern part of the Asian continent. As it is surrounded by water on three sides and land on one side, this is called the what is it called? It is called a peninsula. India is a peninsula and also a subcontinent. Why it is a subcontinent? Yes, it is occupying huge area in the southern part. It is occupying huge area in the southern part of the Asian continent. So, it is called the subcontinent. Andre Asia continent India is covering larger area, huge area, larger area. It is covering half of the continent. So, it is called the subcontinent. Yes. And India is called a peninsula because it is surrounded by water on three sides. Here Arabian Sea, here Bay of Bengal, down Indian Ocean, and on the top you are having the mountains. So, three sides water is there and one side there is the mountains are there. So, this type of land is called a peninsula. If a land is covered with water all the sides, it is called an island. If it is covered with three sides, it is called a peninsula. So, India is a peninsula. And here he is talking about the boundaries of India. Yes. What are our boundary countries? You say Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bhutan, Burma, Nepal. These are our neighboring countries. Yes, they are on the boundaries. Now let us see. Here, India shares its boundaries with Pakistan. Yes, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Myanmar. These are our boundary countries. And it consists of 29 states. India consists of 29 states and 6 union territories. India consists of states and union territories. Yes. Now here and our national capital is called Delhi. Like how the head of the country or the capital of country is Delhi. In India, India's geographical features comprises the Himalayan mountains and the Indo-Gangetic plains in the north and the Deccan Plateau and the coastal region in the south. So, Indian physical features you can see here in the India map. Here there are mountains in the northern part and in the southern part we have the coastal region. Yes, and here towards the west we have desert region. Here we are having the northeastern states covered with mountains. Yes, this is our physical features. This is our geographical feature of India. Yes, we have a Deccan Plateau in the middle of the India map. Here it is a plateau region. This part all is called a Deccan Plateau, and this part the places nearing to seas are called the coastal regions. Yes, and the plains here they are called the Gangetic plains. So India is covered with desert, plain, plateau and coastal region. Yes. So the plain regions is called the Indo-Gangetic plain which is where the Ganga river is originated, we find the fertile plains. They are called the Gangetic plains or the Indo-Gangetic plains. Yes. And the snow-capped mountains in the north includes some of the tallest mountains. Here there is a snow cap on the head of our country. We have a snow caps, that are the Himalayan mountains. Yes, there is a snow always there, so it is called the snow-capped area. The snow-capped area, yes, they help to preserve the safety and security in India. So here these three sides, the seas and the oceans are covering our land. They are protecting our land. Here on the northern part, the Himalayan mountains are acting like a barriers. They are acting like a barriers and a protecting wall, a safety wall. Yes, they are for the enemies not to attack our country, and also it is stopping the monsoon there. Heavy rains ನಮಗೆ ಬರಲಾರ್ದಂಗ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ಈ ಹಿಮಾಲಯನ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್. The attack have been mainly from the northwestern side. Yes, if enemies want to attack, they have to attack only from the northwest region. From this region only they have to attack. Northwest side through the valleys of the Bolan and the Khyber passes. The flat Indo-Gangetic plains are extremely fertile. Yes, the fertile lands means the Ganga Indo-Gangetic plains are very fertile. They are plains. They are having fertile soil. ಅಂದರೆ ಕಸು ಇದ್ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಐತಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ Gangetic plain ಒಳಗೆ. So they are called the fertile plains. And the ancient civilization of Indus Valley and Vedic period flourished there. So ಈ Indo-Gangetic plains ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿವಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಒರಿಜಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿದ್ವು. The dynasty that established the control over the fertile Gangetic plain also established empires. The Narmada river separates India into two parts, Malabar Plateau and the Central Highlands. So the Narmada river, what it is doing, it is dividing India into two parts. It is dividing India into two parts, that is the Malabar Plateau and the Central Highlands. And the Deccan Plateau in the south. The Mauryans and the Guptas ruled these two areas of the ancient India. Who were the kings ruled? The Mauryans and the Guptas ruled our country. This fertile area, they established their empire. So here you can see in the map, yes, in this map you can see the whole 26 states, 9 union territories, and where are the rivers flowing, which countries are our boundary countries, what seas are there, everything is there in this map. You first write the heading of the lesson and draw this map and locate them. Yes. In the vast and the stretch over 6,100 kilometer, the eastern coastal line is called the Coromandel Coast. The eastern coastal line, it is called the Coromandel Coast. Yes, and whereas the western coastal is called the Konkan Coast. So the eastern, here this is the western coastal plain, this is the eastern coastal plain. The numerous ports on these coastal lands had attacked the Romans from the time immediately. So how did our country, how do visitors came to our country? How did the foreigners come to our country? They came to the sea route. ಸಮುದ್ರ ದ್ವಾರನೇ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾರ. Yes, through the sea route, because land route is not there. Yes, they can't come from the Himalayas. They have to come from the sea route. So through this coastal region only, the foreigners or the European traders or the Dutch, whoever it is, they all came to India. Days through the sea route. As a result, ports, towns flourished, resulting the rise of powerful kingdoms. So like this, they have raised a powerful kingdoms in India, like the Pandyas, the Cheras and the Cholas. Yes, you can see here the physical features of India in this map. This map also you draw in your notebook. Now, there exists a culture unity which binds all these diversities. Unity in diversity is the essence of this culture. What did we learn from this culture, Indian culture? That there are so many states in our country. Yes, each state is having its own language and food habits and dressing. But we live together. So our country, India, is having a very cultural unity, and it is also called the unity in diversity. We say unity in diversity. So now let us talk about the prehistory. Prehistory means what is that? Before history. Before history, what happened? Prehistory. So prehistory period. The period before discovery of art of writing is called a prehistory age. What is it? Prehistory means the history, the things what happened before discovering the art of writing. ಬರೆಯೋದು ಅದು ಕಲಿಯೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ಏನು ಆಗೋತಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ನಡೆದು ಹೋತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ವಿ ಲರ್ನ್ ದಿ art of writing, that is called the post history. Yes. So there is so because we do not find evidence of the linguistic development or the use of script. So before when there was no writing skills, there was no literary skills, that time we don't know what happened, because nobody is there to no evidence. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೂಫೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು, ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಏನು ಬೆಳೆದ್ರು, ಏನು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಯಾರು ಆಳಿದ್ರು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರೂಫೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ನೋ ಗೆಟ್ ಎನಿ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಿಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಮೊದಲ. ಎಸ್. ದೆನ್ how do we get to know about the people and their life in the prehistory age? The scholars who study this period are called the archaeologists. So ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಕಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ? ಬೈ ದಿ ರೂಯಿನ್ಸ್. ಹೇಳಿದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ಅದು ಆರ್ಕಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದವ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ವಸ್ತು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಪಸಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಎಸ್. In the age, the man was a nomad. Yes, and he indulged in hunting and food gathering. Archaeologists have discovered few tools created and used by these people. Probably they used tools of stones, wood, bones. Among these, only tools made of stone have survived today, providing as the source of study. Human beings in the prehistory age used stone tools and peels of skin and separate the flesh and bones of the animals. So these archaeologists who have studied about our remains, ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದ ರಿಮೇನ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾತಂದರೆ, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಪ್ರಿಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ಪ್ರಿಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ನಾಗ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಫುಡ್ ದೇ ಲಿವ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ನೊಮ್ಯಾಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಡವಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಡು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅವರು ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಆಯ್ತು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದವು ಅವರಿಗೆ. ದೇ ಡಿಡ್ ವೇರ್ ಕ್ಲೋತ್ಸ್, ದೇ ವೋರ್ ಸಮ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, ದೇ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ವಿತ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ stone equipments, and they moved from one place to another place, and they used stone tools, and they used animals bones to cut the flesh or to dig the land. So they used all stone tools and bones, and they also use some wood equipments, wood tools to search their food or to cut their food. Among these sources, the tools of stone have survived today, providing us a source of study. By seeing that type of equipments found in the earth, we can say that in the period of prehistory, man used these tools. Yes, now human beings in the prehistory age used stone tools and pieces of stone of skin and separate the flesh and bones of animals to scrape the bark of the tree and cut fruits and roots. So to cut fruits, to cut roots, and to cut the bark of the tree. ಗಿಡದ ಮ್ಯಾಗಿಂದ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಗಿಂದ ಏನೋ ಚರ್ಮ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಗಿಡಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಚರ್ಮ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಬಾರ್ಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆದರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು? ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. The people used to create handle out of the bones and wood and using them like a spears. So ಅವೇ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡವರು ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಉದ್ದುದ್ದನು ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಹಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಬೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯರೋಸ್ ಅವರು ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ವುಡ್ಲೇನು ಮತ್ತು ಬೋನ್ಸ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. They used stones as axes to chop down the trees. Axe andre ಏನು here? Axe andre ಏನು? ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂತೀರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು, ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಅಯನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ. ಅವ್ರು ಎದರಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು? ಬೋನ್ಸ್ಲೇನು, ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ಲೇ ಅವರು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಗಿಡದನ್ನ ಚಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಅಂದರೆ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಎಸ್, ದೇ ಮೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ವುಡ್ ಟು cut down the trees. Yes, and they might have used wood to build huts for themselves, to make handles for their weapons. The word prehistory period provides this sort of vision to us. So here there is a clear picture what happened in the prehistory period. Where did the prehistory man live? Yeah, where did he live? Now we have a house, we have a bungalow, you are having a house, thatched house, pakka house, kacha house, these type of houses we are finding now. But in the prehistory period, where did man live? Where did the man? So you can say, yes, man lived in caves. In the early period, prehistory period, man lived in caves. The relics of hunting and food gathering humans are available in the Bimpetka, the Hunsigi of Kurnool in India. We can find this proof that people used these tools and they were gathering food. These all remains we can see in these places here, Hunsigi and in Kurnool of India. There are many other sites, this type of sites. There are so many sites where we can see this, get the proof or evidence of the prehistory period. Most of the sites have been discovered along the bank river. Mostly these type of sites have been discovered to the near the bank of rivers. River ಬಾಜು ವಾಟರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು civilization ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಯಾವುದೇ civilization ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ from the river bank. Yes, because they need water to live. Now how do we get to know about such industrial sites? Yes, these early people, they also created some industrial areas. So slowly a man started living in a group, that group, and he started working with tools, their tools, that type of tools. They started creating some industrial sites also. Yes, usually we get to see stone tools around the rocky area. People might have rejected some rocks as unsuited for their tools. Yes, heap of broken rocks or stone chipped obtained during the creation of implements abound in such areas. It is the possibility that people lived for a long time in these places. So these people lived in the places near the bank or near the rocks. They cut down the rocks using their sharp tools. When they felt it is not used, they moved from that place to another place. Yes. How can we say we can find the carvings of the rocks? Knowledge of fire. Yes, now let us go to the knowledge of fire. Fire. How did man discover fire? Before he was not using fire. He ate raw flesh. He ate the vegetables, the fruits or the raw plants, and he led his life. But unknowingly or knowingly, somehow with an incident, he discovered the fire. Yes, one day they say, our olden day, our ancestors say that on some incident the forest caught fire, and the forest was fully burned. That time man, when he went and he tasted that flesh or the burnt animals, he felt very tasty. And from that time onwards, he started using the burnt things, burnt animals. He started eating burnt animals or burnt plants or burnt. He started cooking. Yes, that is how he knew about fire. Yes, how signs of ashes have been obtained in the caves of Kurnool. They reveal the knowledge and the use of fire, and people of Stone Age, probably fire was used by various purposes for cooking food and for light. They even use this fire for protecting them from animals, and they also use it in the form of a light. Drawings found in the caves. So as I told you, early in the prehistory period, man lived in caves. Yes, he got to see some drawings. In many caves. How can we say? Yeah, in some, I told you yesterday in before lesson that Elephanta caves. You can see that it is a cave where there are so many carvings inside. Yes, man lived in caves, and in caves he did as a work of nature or his interest. He carved some carvings in the caves. So seeing them, we can say that and man lived in the uh, caves. Even today, we can see these drawings done on the walls of caves and rocks. Such cave drawings can be seen in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Karnataka. They are beautiful drawings of wild animals and hunting. Yes, you can see these drawings are what type of drawings are there? The wild animals and the scenes of hunting can be seen here. The changing environment. Slowly, what happened? Man started changing his lifestyle, his living style. Yes. It is believed that 12,000 years ago, a major change took place. So, we can say that 12,000 years back, there was a change in the environment. Yes. The earth temperature began to gradually increase. This led to the development of grasslands in many places. So, day by day what happened? The temperature of the sun started increasing. Like that, grasslands started developing grasslands in many places. Birds and animals and began to multiply in precedently numbers. So slowly what happened? Like how human beings population started growing, like that animals and birds also started multiplying in the nature. Animals like deer. What are the animals they found in that time? Prehistory time. Like deer, elkas, goat, sheep and other proposed in this grassland. These all animals lived in the grasslands. Next, humans who have been hunting animals began to observe their nature. Yes, first man was only behind hunting his food. But slowly he started observing the nature. He also started observing the plants. He started observing the animals. He started taming the animals, keeping animals as pet, observing the birds. Yes, and animals also multiplied, and over a period of time they captured some of these animals and bought by them. Like this, animal husbandry and dairying started. Like that, he started putting some animals in as with him and using them like pet animals or reared them ಸಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕುರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾಕಿ ಅದರದ್ದು ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು they got some milk dairy products from them. Human beings had now learned to catch fishes in the stream and lakes. Human beings noticed too, meantime, that some grass bearing grains had grown naturally. So, I told you, only when temperature started rising, grasslands were growing. Our grasslands were ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ನಾಗ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ವು. ಆ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅದನ್ನು ಫುಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕುಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿಂದರು, ಹಸಿ ತಿಂದರು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕುಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿಂದರು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್, ಹೌ ಟು ಗ್ರೋ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್. Yes, in that they found some grains like cereals, like rice, wheat, barley, and they started growing, started improving their agriculture. Gradually, they learned to grow to them. Archaeological refer to the period we discuss now by different names. The age prevailed 202 million years ago is the oldest age and called the Old Stone Age. So, the time 2 million years back time, that time is called the Old Stone Age. Yes, New Stone Age and Old Stone Age are there. This 2 million years back age, that age or that period is called the Old Stone Age. Like that, and it stretched over the 12,000 years, and this long duration has been classified into three stages. This Stone Age is classified into three stages. What are they? Early Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, and later Old Stone Age. The period from 12,000 years to around 10,000 years is called the Middle Age. Before it 200 millions, it is the Old Stone Age. Yes, it was called Old Stone Age, and the period before 1200 millions is called the Middle, and next 10,000 years is called the Middle, and next the 2000 years ago is called the the Stone Age, later Stone Age. The tools of this period are generally very small and hence they are called the delicate stone tools. These they used to fix these tools to handle and make the out of wood. So they made some tools to use them in their agriculture. How they made a stone axe or something like that with a wooden handle, and like that they made some equipments to use in the agriculture. Now here he has given you the diagram showing the stages, prehistory age. First one is the old Stone Age, the middle Stone Age, the new Stone Age. The Stone Age is divided into three, that is the old Stone Age, the middle Stone Age and the new Stone Age. And that old Stone Age, again I told it till now, early old Stone Age, middle old Stone Age and later old Stone Age. These are the divisions of our Stone Age. New Stone Age began after 10,000 years. The stone tools of this period are different from those of the earliest period. These tools are bright and hard and sharp edges. They have bright and sharp edges. Yes, the tools what they use, they have bright and sharp edges. Edges andre mooli, chupanu. Yes, people of this age used grinding stones for grinding leaves. They used some grinding stones. ಹೆವಿ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ತಪ್ಪಲ ಅದರಿಂದ ಔಷಧ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಸೇವನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಎಸ್, ಸಮ್ ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್, ಸಮ್ ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಮೇಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಶಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಅವರು ಮಡ್ಲೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅದರಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಕುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಡೆಕೋರೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಆರ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಆ ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಡೆಕೋರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್. ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕುಕ್ಕು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಸಮ್ ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅವರು ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ದೇ ವೆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ರೈಸ್, wheat and other grains and cereals. People of this age have learned to weave cloth. So in this age people also learned how to weave the cloth. They learned to do agriculture. They made some pot equipments to store grains and to cook food. So like this they have even learned to weave the clothes. Yes, read this lesson and try to answer the blanks and the question answers. Thank you, children.